What up, F1? Today we're going over the 2025 Monza Italian Grand Prix. Max Verstappen wins. Monza becomes the fastest F1 race in history. McLaren team orders controversy. Oh my God. Also, Lewis Hamilton's first trip out as a Ferrari driver at Monza. What a glorious day for him. Anyway, let's Formula One. Max Verstappen winning at Monza, a little bit unexpected. I mean, I guess if you've never heard of Max Verstappen and seen the things that man can do behind the wheel of a car, the margin of victory was a little surprising. But, you know, the McLaren isn't really set up for that straight line speed. That's not what their forte is. And honestly, Max isn't really in the fight for the championship, so it's not that big a deal. Kudos to Max Verstappen and the Red Bull squad for pulling that win out. Nobody really expected it, but you did it anyway. Next up, according to the FIA and Formula One, this was the fastest World Championship Grand Prix in F1 history with an average speed of 155 miles an hour. Let's take into account the fact that Formula One has been around for a very long time, and sometimes it might seem like the races are stale or boring or anything like that, but race after race, year after year, we are still setting records, and this one's pretty cool. Previous record was set at Monza in 2003. Michael Schumacher in a Ferrari at 153 miles an hour. Also, this is only the second time the fastest race record has been broken in the last 54 years, so they were flying out there at Monza. The great, the legend, the GOAT himself, Lewis Hamilton, making his debut at Monza as a Ferrari driver. The Tifosi loved it. Ferrari is such an iconic brand. The Tifosi are such an iconic group of fans in and of themselves. And then you have Lewis Hamilton, who is the best to ever drive a Formula One car. And you put those things together and you get really special moments. And on top of that, let's not forget the fact that the Ferrari really hasn't been anywhere all season. Charles Leclerc couldn't make the podium. They were both driving their hearts out. And Lewis managed to make it to 6th place from 10th. So good drive, good weekend for him all around. Hopefully there'll be more of Ferrari being a part of the fighting, a part of the conversation in the next few races, and especially with the new regulations in 2026, that could be potentially more suited to Hamilton's driving style. I don't know. We'll see. We got some time and a whole season to finish. Okay, now we have the championship fight, and man, did Monza deliver. So we have a battle right up front. Norris, Max Verstappen, Charles Leclerc, Oscar Piastri duking it out for position as soon as the race starts. But that's not even the most interesting part, even though it was a wonderful and amazing racing. The crazy part about this is after McLaren give pit stop service to Oscar Piastri first, even though Lando Norris is in 2nd place and should have gotten service first, they pit Oscar Piastri, great pit stop, wonderful, no mistakes, he's out clean. Then it's Lando Norris's turn. And they've timed this so that Lando gets a good pit stop. He comes out right in front of Oscar. Then the Pie rules engage and they are free to race. The championship battle can rage on. But what happens? Lando had a problem with the front left. Who knows why these things happen? But the race gods delivered this moment. And what does McLaren do? Instead of letting the drama play out on track, instead of letting us absorb all of that drama that would happen off track, what do? They tell Oscar Piastri he needs to give P2 back to Lando Norris because of a slow pit stop. And I think Max Verstappen's reaction to this sums it up for just about all of us.
Okay, Norris and Piastri have swapped places, Max.
Just because he had a slow stop?
It's not our business, but I guess it keeps it fair between the drivers in terms of championship.
I understand the talk of fairness and, you know, that wasn't supposed to happen, but it did. So let him race. If Lando couldn't catch him, then hey, that's not the break that you got to catch this weekend. There are, I'm sure, going to be times where someone gets bad luck during a race and there's nothing anyone can do about it. Oscar complied, and who knows, maybe it will pay off because maybe Lando will have the opportunity to help out his teammate. But there is going to come a point when somebody's going to have to make a decision, and it's not going to be at the benefit of their teammate. It might even cost their teammate if they want to win that championship, because at the end of the day, there can only be one. Anyway, the next race is Sunday, September 27th. That's Baku. We're in Azerbaijan. If you want more F1 news, if you want more F1 musings, if you want to just be a part of a community of people who aren't F1 experts but are just fans who want to see the best racing and soak in the most drama from the paddock, then this is the place to be. Like and subscribe. Let's F1.